Coming to you live from the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios, it's the Cigar Pulpit.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit. I'm Bishop of the Burn, Nick, and with me, as always,
Jermaine Gator.
And on the line with us, we have a special guest for this episode. Since we kind of whiffed it and forgot about Listener Interaction Tuesday, we brought on our man, Broccoli Rob. How you doing, Rob?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Doing good. So today, we're going to start off this episode with the second round of the Cigar Pulpit
Coffee Talk.
Coffee talk.
We're gonna try blend number 2, and we're gonna give our thoughts on that. Now, Jeff, you have the official tasting sheet paperwork.
I do
there.
have the official tasting sheet paperwork.
Okay,
I've got mine handy too.
So let's just remind the listeners we are currently doing the second of 4 blends from our friends over at Fahking Good Coffee.
Blend number 2.
This is blend number 2.
And basically what we're looking here, the categories are sweetness, flavor, aroma, body, acidity, finish, and would you buy this again?
Okay. So, and then for those of you who came, looking for cigar talk,
it's coming.
We're going to be smoking the Diamond Crown Maximus out of the October My Monthly Cigars box here in a little bit. But we want to do the coffee first so that we're coming into it with, a fresh palate.
Fresh palate for the coffee.
Before, as fresh as you can be after 2 bowls
And
of
if I'm
chili,
not mistaken,
right?
Broccoli Rob also is tasting sample number 2.
He is.
Yes, I am.
We're coordinated.
Now, Jeff, you're coming into it with as fresh a palate as you can after 2 bowls of chili, right?
Yeah, and you with your chicken strips, mac and cheese, and ketchup.
I mean, I hit the KFC.
He did.
Nice.
He went for some Yardbird.
I'll tell you, I've got a story about the Colonel, but I'll wait for a little bit. And
how can you hate the Colonel?
Let's try the coffee.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So I have my...
You guys still have the little small bag that the grounds came in?
Oh, the number 2 bag?
Yeah.
I don't know, Jeff. You were
do.
inside making the coffee. Do you still have the little bag?
I do.
I'll say it's kind of nice to smell the aroma off of the actual ground.
Did that before I made it, yes.
And?
It smelled a little stronger, I think, than last week's blend.
Okay.
It does, but it's got a really nice, almost like a real nutty aroma that I really like. I'll be anxious to see what the blends are he has on these when everything's said and done.
This one smells like coffee more than the other one did.
Yeah.
I mean, number 1 smelled like coffee, but it was a little weaker. But like this one, it definitely this one's.
And I made the consistency with 24 ounces for both of these, and I'll continue that out for 3 and 4.
Okay.
See, and I did it with 18 on the first 2 already. So
he likes his a little thicker, like a man.
I like a little stronger. Yeah, yeah.
I also had to come up with 2 cups.
We know a guy with a name like Jeff. That's pretty weak. So.
We'll get into that too.
Wow.
So yeah, I just tried it, and this is definitely a stronger coffee than number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you guys want to jump into the categories and start talking about them?
Why don't we talk about this?
I do get a little bit of that nutty flavor you're talking about. I'm picking that up on the actual coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and
that's
good because the first category is aroma. And, like I said, I think I get a lot of that nuttiness off the aroma.
Yeah.
From, brewed and from right out of the bag.
Mm.
I really like that aroma.
It's got a slight bit of like coffee bitterness to it because we are drinking a black.
Yeah.
A little bit of coffee bitterness to it, a little bit more so than I think number 1.
A little caramel?
I don't know about that.
Maybe that's coming in from the nutty flavor I'm getting.
Yeah, I could see that caramel sweetness. I also get like a brown sugar, with some of Nick's tasting notes there. The brown sugar, maple, almost like a very light molasses. It's just really nice.
You know what? I'll give you the molasses.
Yeah, it's good. I
like
it a lot.
like a blackstrap or whatever molasses. Yes,
exactly. Yeah.
Nick doesn't know
so
what that's like.
You guys normally talk about your rating on each one of them, or are you guys just wanting to not do that?
No, we did last time. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
We'll continue on.
All right, so on that aroma, where you guys at?
I'm gonna go with you on the nutty aroma.
But what about your number rating?
Bordering on hazelnut, by the way.
There you go. That's it.
Yep.
It's hazelnut. That's the nuttiness. Yep.
So, what about sweetness? Or I guess let's go down the list, not as they are above, but as they are down on the categories.
Yeah.
So,
that's what I'm trying to do here, man. Come on.
Well, they're in two different orders, but I see where you're at. Because I'm like, why did you jump ahead to aroma? Oh, you sort of didn't. Acidity.
I'd say this is definitely a little bit more acidic than number one.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
See, I mean, I get that it's more acidic, but it's in a very approachable way. Like, looking at his list there, that malic acid is what it reminds me of. It's almost that powdered iced tea, smooth and balanced. It's very, it's not a unapproachable acidity at all. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would actually agree with that. I think it does have almost that iced tea kind of flavoring to it, like he was saying. So I agree.
Yeah. I don't get any of the citric or anything like that. But
No,
definitely, it's a good acid. It's not in that vinegary, category at all.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So next up is going to be sweetness.
I would say that I don't get sweetness on it, but again, in all fairness, I'm not a coffee guy.
I'm getting hints of caramel. And like Broccoli said, maybe more of a molasses, which isn't actually on here, but I would agree with him on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
So down to flavors.
Tastes like coffee.
It does, but it's definitely more of a hazelnut nutty coffee. Very savory.
I'm thinking probably
I
a
could see
4.
drinking this with like a steak or a good burger or something like that.
Or as we soon will do here, a good cigar.
A good cigar.
I'm thinking
yes.
4 out of 5 on that, on the flavor.
How much you?
I'm thinking 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I was right there too.
Okay.
And
then, of course, Nick says it's coffee.
Are you actually writing this stuff down, by the way, Jeff?
No, I'm going to have to go back over and listen to each episode.
Why do you make yourself do all that extra work?
All you have to do is write it down, man. That's what I'm doing.
I don't have a pen. Anyway.
My pen. I get to do the kids in the call bit again because he still stole it. I don't have my pen.
That is a good skit.
I know it is.
Oh, I forgot all about it till you said it last week or the other day.
Our man Luke over there, my 635 millimeter, he actually sent me a message and was like, "Dude, good Kids in the Hall reference."
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't catch that one. Sorry.
That's so okay. Next
look up later.
Body.
Is
it built for speed or comfort?
This is a definitely stronger, more bolder bodied cigar than the first one. Or coffee than the first one.
I think we'd put the first one in the body a 2 to 3. I think this would be a 4 on the body.
So. No, I was going to say the body, it's definitely not a thick body. Like I said, I like coffee pretty heavy and thick. This is definitely not there. But again, not very many people like a real thick, heavy coffee.
Yeah, it's not syrupy.
I definitely think in that 3.5 to 4 range is a good body on this one.
Good deal. And then next up we have finish. How long does the taste stay on your palate?
It hangs
out. I can definitely taste it all the way till the next step.
I would say it hangs out a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a long finish to it.
I would say that's a 4 to 5 for me.
Yeah. I was going to go 4.5.
Okay. We're right there. So next up, we have buy again.
Yeah, would you buy it again? Absolutely. 100%. Yep.
I mean, I'm not a coffee guy, so I don't buy coffee, but this isn't bad.
I'm putting this one over the first blend.
Yeah, I'm putting this one over the first blend as well, as I recall.
Agree, yeah.
I'm looking forward to when we have all 4 of them brewed up and in front of me at one time.
Just for that purpose. I think you're just going to get lost in that.
See, I don't know about that, man. I think that's going to make this easier. I think trying to remember.
What do you think, Brock? Do you think I'm wrong on that?
What's that?
Us brewing up 4 coffees at a time for him to try. I think after the first 1 or 2, they're just all going to blend together.
I think it very well could because, after you get it on your palate, I mean, just like a cigar, it's going to be just the same way. After you smoke the first one, the second one, you don't get all the flavors you might get. Third one's going to be even more muted.
Well, I'm not
You're probably going to be able to tell. You definitely could, if you put them side by side, you can definitely probably tell the difference in flavors and maybe strength and stuff. But getting the nuances of the flavor and the sweetness and stuff might be a little harder.
But I'm not like drinking a full mug of each one at one time and then moving on.
He's saying he's going to go sip by sip by sip down the line.
Like sip around, basically, and whatnot.
I don't know. It'd be a fun experiment to try it for sure. I mean,
you'd have to cleanse the palate. You'd have to have some
It's like a flight of coffee.
It's exactly. You'd have to have some water or something to cleanse the palate in between each sip to make sure that, you're not...
Water, maybe some little oyster crackers or something.
I mean, oyster crackers.
I think they use that kind of... That or pretzels, they use that at wineries.
I mean, they use sliced almonds.
Sliced almonds? I've never seen that.
Cooks, they'll use sliced, unsalted, slivers
We'll
of
have
almonds.
a menagerie of items to pick from to cleanse the palate.
A charcuterie of items.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll make a palate cleansing charcuterie.
A myriad, if you will.
Exactly.
I contend I didn't use that wrong.
I contend you obviously did if Jim literally focused on that.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, I think it's cigar time, boys.
I was going to say, I got a cigar sitting here that I'm desperate to light up here. So
I need to get mine out of the cellophane.
While he does that, I will tell you all that we're going to be smoking the Diamond Crown Maximus. It is a 6x50 Toro featuring an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, Dominican binder, and Dominican filler. This is a full-bodied cigar, and it received a 90 rating in Cigar Aficionado from our friends over there at J.C. Newman. So, are you... Oh, dear God, he's finally finished with that. So, all right, well... time that we go ahead and prepare to cut this cigar. And the official cutting is brought to you by our man, Dan the Man Ponder, over there at Riverman Cigar Company. Dan's got a giant selection of cigars from J.C. Newman, as well as Arturo Fuente, and a whole bunch of other brands. He's got the JRE tobacco. He's got a lot of cigars from Luciano and Ace Prime.
Nice set of Perdomo.
Very recently. He's got a really nice Perdomo section. But you know what? You've got all kinds of great cigar options over there at Riverman Cigar Company. And I know that the weather here in St. Louis has definitely taken a swing for the fall here. It's gotten a lot chillier during the days and then definitely the evenings.
There's a bit of a nip in the air.
But, if you enjoy the cooler weather, you can sit out underneath that 1,500 square foot covered patio. But if you don't, there's always a lounge in the back where you can chill out, hang out, watch some sports, watch some TV, hang out, and talk to the guys. Everybody there at Riverman Cigar Company, it's a friendly little place. It's your neighborhood cigar shop.
Exactly.
So swing on by Riverman Cigar Company and check them out.
You might just find us there.
And if you're not in the St. Louis area, you can always give Dan a call, and he does mail orders, so you can still support a brick and mortar no matter where you're at. So that's Riverman Cigar Company of Crestwood, Missouri. And with that, it's time to go ahead and cut the cigar. Jeff prematurely cut. He just waited to eject the cap from his cutter until the cut noise time there. Oh, so I went with the straight cut.
I did too. I used my perfect cutter, by the way, from Riverman Cigar Company.
Nice.
Look at you.
Mm-hmm.
I went with the deep V.
I thought about it, but I opted for the straight cut. Mostly because I screwed up and I used the wrong side of the SV cutter, but hey, whatever,
So it was an accidental straight cut.
I'm owning it, it is what it is.
I will say with the aroma and the cold draw are pretty similar.
Yeah, the cold draw is interesting, man. What are you getting on that, Jeff?
Guys, I'm getting absolutely nothing.
God damn it.
He's getting chilly.
I'm getting chili and coffee because my palate apparently is shot now.
Okay, well, we'll ask the palate king there. So, Broccoli, what are your thoughts on the Maximus, on the cold draw there?
Yeah, I mean,
kind
on
of
the cold
sweet.
draw, I'm getting kind of almost like a little bit of a hay barnyardy, but mostly light cocoa.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I wish I could taste this.
I was getting the sweetness, and I could smell the hay, the barnyard, kind of off the foot.
Yeah,
I've got absolutely nothing.
You can't smell that?
I can't smell it. I can't taste
that.
it. I've got, oh my God, Rona.
COVID.
God damn it, Jeff.
I've got the Rona.
No, you don't.
I can taste the coffee. I just can't taste the cigar. Oh, it's raining.
You can't smell the hay?
No, I can't smell anything.
It's actually...
It's like I'm smelling a piece of wood.
It's like a chocolate...
And not a cedar, just nothing.
No, it's like a chocolate-covered Yagua.
Son of a bitch.
That's what this is.
Kind of jealous.
I agree.
You
I
know?
agree with that, yeah.
It's a chocolate-covered Yagua.
Well, okay, then.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
So
All
good.
right. Well, I'm gonna fire this guy up now.
I'm lighting that bad boy up.
Ooh, it's windy. My flame is going at almost a 90-degree angle from the top of my lighter. It is more than a little windy on the in the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios on the back of Jack's ex-wife's house.
Who's Jack?
Shout out.
What?
On the back of Jack's ex-wife's
I
house?
said Jeff's ex-wife's house.
It sounded like Jack.
No,
I'm like, who the hell's Jack?
No. Jack is more of a robust, manly name, not so weak.
God damn it, Brock. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, so, guys, I don't know if any of you have watched. There's a show on Hulu. It's actually on FX, but I've been watching it.
They're going to get a strongly worded letter.
Called What We Do in the Shadows. And on What We Do in the Shadows, it's a mockumentary, very similar to The Office, with like a camera crew that follows.
Or say a Parks and Recreation.
Well, see, the thing about Parks and Rec is that, yeah, it was a mockumentary kind of thing, and they did it in that style, but, like, I feel like they kind of ignored the camera crew almost too much on that one. It felt more sitcomish. Whereas The Office, they kind of maintained it. You know, but anyway, so in What We Do in the Shadows,
Did you know Quincy Jones's daughter was starred in both?
Yes, I do, actually. Anyway, so What We Do in the Shadows...
Broccoli thought it was funny.
It's a mockumentary. This camera crew's going around, and they're following this group of vampires, and it's hilarious. It's really, really funny. But there's one vampire, Nadia, and Nadia has this lover named Gregor that she meets all through history. And Gregor, you know,
so he's reincarnating, essentially.
Exactly. He'll come back as like somebody else. She'll find him. They'll have a passionate love affair. He'll die, move on. He'll come back as something else. Well, in current day, she finds him, and he's a security guard at a parking garage. And his name is Jeff. And she is less than impressed with the name Jeff.
God damn it.
And, well, you know, here, I think I can play this while Broccoli is on the phone.
Oh my God, we're gonna laugh so hard.
I hope this doesn't work.
So we're gonna do this, and yeah. So anyway, this is the part. I had to clip this part and save it specifically because I wanted him to see it. So
of course you did.
You're really good at ring toss. I had so much fun.
I cannot take this. I cannot take how boring you have become. How are you supposed to be a strong, thrilling, powerful warrior and lover with a name like Jeff? It is like a weak ejaculation.
Okay.
Jeff.
Okay, all right. You know.
You know,
like a weak ejaculation. Jeff.
You know, you guys do realize this is why the ladies call me Gator.
I mean,
well, didn't see that coming, did you?
Well, unfortunately, neither do the ladies because, well, Jeff.
That is too funny, man.
I mean, we've talked about how he's a premature cutter on the show multiple times, but I think this is the first time we've ever dived deep into the actual strength issue as well. And Nadia there, she kind of just, you know, pointed out.
I mean, he is in his 50s. I mean, it just kind of like
dude,
falls
I
out
am.
there,
I'm getting old. And you know what I've noticed? My balls hang down farther. Why is that a thing?
What's that? I'm sorry, you cut out.
You're probably so fortunate for that there, buddy.
Have you guys ever seen
cutting out here and there? So
I said I don't understand. Like my balls hang down lower now. I have to watch it when I'm walking around in boxers.
Okay.
And now you wish you never asked.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess I
Getting old
could do
sucks.
Oh my god!
No, have you guys seen? I think it was Bad Grandpa. It's the Johnny Knoxville when he's the kid's grandpa and they're traveling across the country, and it's like a knockoff on
Yes.
on what was it, Jackass?
Yeah.
And there's this scene where he's in this strip club in St. Louis of all places, and he starts stripping, and when he takes his pants down, his balls are hanging down to his knees.
I mean,
Jeff all over again.
It's the funniest thing. I'll tell you, the best scene in that whole movie is when they're having the farting contest in like the Denny's or whatever in this little diner.
and he shits all over the wall.
Yes, Knoxville gets up to really let out a big fart. He just sprays all over the wall.
Oh,
And
it's like Casey's all over again.
yes, but in the booth. And nobody else in the restaurant, to my knowledge, had any idea that this was being filmed. Like, they were doing it with lipstick cameras and stuff. So they had no idea that the filming was going on, and they thought it was real. Which is the greatest thing.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Oh. So I'm enjoying the Diamond Crown Maximus so far. It's got a good
that's good.
good flavor to it. It's a nice, good, strong, hearty cigar to go along with the Fahking coffee right off.
So
the
here
bat.
you go.
It is.
So before you talk about the actual flavors, what are you getting on the actual finish and the retro hill? Have you gotten much there?
I'm going to give it a go.
It's got a good retro hail, a little bit of
See, I'm getting kind of a clean, almost a clean mint finish.
Yeah.
It just like feels clean on the palate.
It
and
is
then
very
Yeah.
clean
kind
on
of
the
ramps
palate.
up with a little red pepper there at the end on the
It is
tongue.
very, very clean on the
I don't even
palate.
know if I got the red pepper, although, like I said,
Yeah,
I
I'm
did have
not-
2 bowls of chili.
There was maybe just a little bit of pepper that first hit me on the retro hail, like right initially, but it finished very clean. So I'll give you
Yeah.
that. I don't know about a mint. I don't know if I'm quite getting a mint flavor from it in any way.
I've
but
been getting that recently for some reason on some cigars. It'll be if it's got a clean finish, it almost tastes minty or
okay,
you know,
I'm going
like a really light anise or something.
because you're mainlining the scope over there.
Did he say anus?
He said anise.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll give you the anise flavor. The other one I'll
Yeah.
give you, it's almost like a mix of that, and they're so close, but that and basil.
Basil.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see that.
Instead of mint,
Basil.
basil. Basil and mint, I think, are kind of in the same family.
I
but-
don't think the fine folks at J.C. Newman ever were like, I think I get hints of basil on this cigar.
What's wrong with basil?
I just am saying.
I like basil. Do you see where I'm coming from, though,
He
Brock?
just wants to see basil.
I mean, a little bit. Just it's more that clean minty. I mean, for me, like I said, minty, but you know, basil tends to have that a little bit too. It's kind of a clean finish when
Yeah.
you're tasting basil. So I can understand where you're coming from on that.
Brock
Dear
gets
God.
it.
This is your.
Now,
cinnamon.
what about flavors though on it though? Because I'm getting some very good flavors.
This is your
as
cinnamon
well.
Chinese pea pods moment,
Mhm.
Jeff. Is your fucking basil.
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 Anyway,
I hate to say it, I'm getting nothing on smoking this cigar. I've blown out my palate, but my olfactory senses are still working for the cold retro and the retro hail.
are
But
they?
everything else is gone.
Are they? Because you totally whiffed that too.
Basil?
The retro or cold retro.
I wasn't picking much up on the cold retro. I admit that. But the basil's coming through strong on the retro hail. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I think the flavors, taste is more of a starts out with a little leathery, but then I'm getting like a dark chocolate and graham note.
I was gonna say I'm getting
Just
a little
really
bit
good.
of chocolatey sweetness and somewhat almost like a cocoa bitterness a little bit too, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That could be that dark chocolatey thing I'm getting too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those would overlap.
It could also be the
Yeah,
coffee. So
that's good. I enjoy it.
I think the coffee's paired up nicely with the cigar, though. I will say
it does.
that.
It is very much, yes.
Well, it's not weak. It's holding up to this cigar because this cigar. I mean, I'm not.
They're holding up to each other, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. This cigar is. It's not the strongest cigar I've ever had. Now, granted, I'm only like maybe an inch into it, so I can't speak too much. It's not the strongest one I've ever had, but by and large, you know, J.C. Newman, I don't think they go like too strong in the like knock your socks off kind of category.
No.
I would say this is probably one of the strongest cigars I've had from J.C. Newman, just in the short little bit that I've had it.
Yeah, I would agree.
But it holds up with the coffee, and the coffee holds up with it. You're right. So,
yeah.
Anyway, so buddy, you've been busy over there in the fine state of Indiana. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on with the Final Third Cigar Lounge and strippers and drug emporium and whatever the hell else you've got going on over there.
Yeah, Lisa's working on the polls right now, trying to get the right ones ordered in.
Good,
so we can get those entered in. But
you got to make sure that you get an appropriate amount of grease for those too. You don't. Last thing in the world you want.
Are those self-lubricated?
You don't want that, because that's how you get that one stripper that's up there. She takes that turn around the pole. You hear that kind of like squeeze kind of noise on the dry on the pole, and it kills the mood. Oh,
hey Jeff, that sounds like experience there, doesn't it?
It does.
Man, that's pretty wild.
Now coming to the stage is Candy.
Candy.
Girls,
and then
girls.
Jeff.
Exactly. Jeff.
But no, we got a lot going on over there right now. I mean, construction hopefully on the inside should be starting here in the next, week or two, probably about 2 weeks. We've been getting all the licensing and everything done. I mean, we're to the point now we're just waiting on things to start being constructed.
Yeah.
The ventilation system has all been ordered. All the smoke eaters, everything's been ordered for that. And it's just a matter of now getting everything in so we can get it installed. In reality, we should have the inside of the building pretty much done by the end of November. And then, as the first thing that's going to be built is going to be the humidor, so I can get that humidification acclimated properly, and then I can start buying some cigars to put in there.
Yeah.
So hopefully that goes pretty quickly. We got our hearing with the liquor board coming up in about 2 weeks, and once that's done, hopefully they can fast track that. But we all know the government didn't move that fast, so
yeah.
Still probably looking at January, but it's all coming together nicely.
Okay.
Been ordering furniture and all that stuff, so we've got kind of a little bit of everything going on right now.
So you're definitely in the spending lots of money mode right now.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, Lisa, it's kind of funny because she's coined a new term of what we're actually going with right now. We're actually not unemployed; we're fun employed, because we're out, basically spending all of our money. And neither one of us have a job right now, so it's been fun.
All right then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Been out, sampling lots of bourbons from some different distilleries around here, and actually I got something kind of fun that's gonna be happening. I'm actually buying a barrel pick that I picked up in northern Indiana, and it's gonna be my first whiskey that I've got there. That's gonna be a Final Third whiskey. So that's coming, and it's absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad I was able to pick that barrel.
That'll be cool.
Yeah. But again, spending all the money right now and just getting everything planned up for it.
Okay.
I'm excited. Yeah. When do you have a target date?
January, but I don't have a date really targeted yet, because it really is going to depend on the liquor license. Because if we get the liquor license the first part of January, which I'm hoping, it could even still be the end of January if we get our liquor license. But if it does come early enough, then of course you got to buy, and it could be a week or two before you get all the supply in. Mm-hmm. We're not going to open up until we have, the liquor, the cigars, everything ready to go, so that we're not kind of limping our way through getting started. Yeah. I want it to be ready to go as soon as we open up.
No, that's fair. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
so I'm thinking probably mid to late January is probably going to be our opening, if everything goes smooth and we don't have any hiccups.
Well, I'm just hoping we can make it out there, because I want to come out and celebrate your accomplishment.
Why would we not make it out there, Jeff?
I'll say there's no hope in Hefe. You're going to be over here, buddy.
I was going to say, why would we not?
Because it's January in the Midwest.
We'll make something work.
It could be 70 degrees and sunny, or it could be iced over.
I just think you're being a pansy.
We've had to abandon a trip to Indy before because of weather. I'm just saying.
I was fine with
barring.
I was fine with powering through. You were the pansy that backed
It
out.
killed us.
Nah,
that was a bad storm, dude.
it really wasn't. We could have made it.
We waited a week and then it was perfect.
We could have made it. Yeah, and then
you
what
know what
happened?
you know
Then what happened?
You know what? All day long,
COVID.
We didn't cause COVID.
Yeah, we did. You caused COVID because God didn't want you to travel. He's like, I got to keep Gator confined.
Why would he punish everyone else for my sins?
I mean, you're here.
Good question.
You're here.
Yeah.
You're broadcasting to everybody.
It's true.
I mean,
sorry, guys.
that's punishment enough to everybody.
I guess that's a rock solid data point. COVID was my fault. Thank you. Okay.
I can bend it.
Let me actually put this in actual real terms.
I need to slow down my smoking. I got a little bit of a mouse hole starting to develop
Oh,
there.
do you? No, mine's smoking great. I got a good burn line.
It's because I'm smoking too fast.
Personally, I like the Maximus by Diamond Crown.
Diamond Crown Maximus.
Now, let me
got a precision burn line, Tom.
let me take you guys in a whole different direction.
Oh, here we go.
Look at the satisfaction on his face, Bill.
So, no, what I was going to bring up is you guys were talking about, who caused COVID? Personally, I think it was Fauci, but regardless.
Oh my God!
hey, he's killing dogs with fleas.
He is killing. Well, he's ripping out their vocal cords so they can't bark.
Yeah, and then letting the sand fleas or flies eat them to death.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, they put a bag over their head full of sand fleas and see how long it takes them to kill a beagle.
This is our.
Thank you, Dr. Fauci.
This is our scientific medical mind.
I hope the liberals are all proud.
Anyway,
Science.
I saw one of these MFers, okay, on one of these
we got
shows.
Jeff with all sorts of riled.
Oh
up there,
no,
Brockman.
I'm going to bring the harshness. Kevin Hart has this show where he jokes around and talks to 4 or 5 celebrities over Zoom. Have you seen this?
No.
Okay, well anyway, I didn't even know the name of the show, but I was watching the show, and I'm almost positive it was the show. And one of these goofy celebrities, one of these left coasters, and they have a pillow. It's a Fauci pillow. Literally a pillow with Fauci's face on it in the camera grab. And I'm like, God, you guys are eating up. And I wonder how they feel about their pillow now that they found out he's killing dogs. With our money, by the way. With our tax money.
They don't care about
killing dogs. People care about dogs more than they do humans.
They don't care about dogs. Not. I mean, publicly they do, but privately they don't.
Well, you can't say that. I don't know
So
that.
I don't know.
I was going through trying to find something to watch the other night, and I was going to go watch that Marvel series, What If?
Yeah.
And I've been watching some of that. And of course, you go to Disney.
Oh yeah,
Disney
and they got
Plus,
the Fauci documentary.
Fauci, man, it's right there on the.
God, they're
on the
just
screen.
eating up with the guy. And he did all this gain of whatever research anyway. Gain of function
Tell me,
research.
who is
That's
actually going to
weaponizing
Disney and
viruses.
saying, oh, hey, I want to watch a show on Fauci.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Nick's over here telling me to amp down, but
no.
I'm
what
not,
I'm trying
I'm not
to do
amping
is have
down.
you not freaking talking over everybody. It's like everybody's talking. At
I don't know what
once.
you're talking about.
God,
talking over.
And now no one.
Fine. I'll smoke my fucking cigar and drink my fucking coffee, and that'll be that.
So anyway, back to my
Fahking.
point. About Fahking.
Coffee.
Yeah. So back to my point. So it's one of these deals where, somebody caused COVID. Somebody let it out of that lab. And if they're
China.
still alive, well, if it was one of the researchers, one of the tech people, they know they did it. And they know they've killed millions of people. Okay. So, or hundreds of thousands, or however many it is. I don't know what the count's up to now. People have died. Lots of people have died. So they know they did it. Just like our buddy Alec Baldwin.
Let's really not get sued for this episode.
No,
Jeff.
hear me out. I'm actually going to side with Alec Baldwin on this. Okay,
What?
hold on. Just let me get there. So apparently, and I've heard this popping shallow recently, that some people on the cast had been out target practicing in between takes, like on their lunch breaks and stuff in this movie.
Yeah.
And they were using the guns with live ammo. One of those people left a round, or left 6 rounds, or however big the cylinder was on this pistol, left live rounds in this pistol. You and I both know, whoever did it knows they did it, and they're living with that right now, and it's eating them alive.
And that's all fine and good, but the problem is they had a firearms instructor on site that was prepping the guns to
the armorer,
and that guy let him get through. I think it's more on him than anybody else.
No,
at this point.
no, hold on. Where that gets janky is because apparently the assistant director walked over, picked up the gun, and gave it to Baldwin, not the armorer. So the armorer
had him.
Yes. Yeah. But somebody knows. Oh my God, I left those rounds in that gun, and if it was me, it would eat me alive. Would it not you?
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's so many hands on it, you almost have to wonder who it was. Like they may not even know.
No. I guarantee you, the person that left them in there. When I fuck something up, okay, and it comes to light, I know. Oh my God, I did that. Like immediately. And it's at that point in life, depending on your character and who you are, whether you step up and admit it or not, is this person ever going to admit they did it? Probably not, because they could go to jail. But somebody knows who did that.
There you go.
I mean, do you disagree with me?
No.
If you'd left the bullets in that gun and you heard it fire and saw what ensued, you would automatically know, oh my God, I did that.
My thought was, why in the world would you have a shooting range on a set?
Well, it's idiotic. You never mix live rounds.
They're using the guns, practicing shooting so that it looks more realistic. You're pointing and aiming a blank. No one on the screen is going to know whether or not you were an inch off or not.
Exactly.
No, and that's just it. They were just playing.
Yeah. And you shouldn't be doing that on set.
And this is what happens when liberals play with guns.
Yes. Yeah.
They don't respect them like.
Have you seen the memes pop up? Alec Baldwin's killed more people than my entire gun collection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, dude, the conservatives are having a field day with this. And it's horrible. Someone died. Two people got shot and someone died. And it's just horrific. But I guarantee you, whoever actually did it, whoever effed it up, knows they did it, and it's eating them alive right now.
Yeah.
All right, well, Gator,
you would hope,
brought the harshness. Wow,
it's current affairs, man.
I didn't know what we were going to talk about. I figured we'd get the update on the lounge, talk about some coffee and cigars.
Oh my God! But can I get my Dogecoin update?
Oh dear God, no,
dude, it's looking good right now, man.
God damn it, you guys are going to fucking jinx it.
I don't care. I've already sold it off.
I needed to get to 55. It's at like 32 or whatever. It's like, come on. Don't talk about
back to 30. I'm actually in good shape right now. So
you're in the money if you needed to get back to 30.
Let's put it this way, guys.
Yep.
I'm not a financial expert. None of us on here are. We just dabble. So don't take investing advice from us. That being said,
just go out and buy it all. That's what we're saying. Buy it all.
I never said that.
That
was all Broccoli Rob.
Broccoli Rob.
Send your correspondence to Indiana. I don't know the address.
Tips with
so anyway,
Pendleton, Indiana.
There you go. Track him down. Your lawyer can find him. So anyway, no, I've sold it twice in like 3 days, and I've made bank.
Well, there you go. Now you can pay for the ticket to get down to Florida.
We're thinking about a birthday trip for Nicholas.
Oh, boy.
I'm not buying your ticket.
God damn it.
But I'll go.
Well, I'm not buying your ticket if it's for my birthday. Mister, I'm making bank over here.
Well, I mean, bank's relative. But for me, I made a lot of money in 2 days on Dogecoin.
So, in other words, dude, you made about $22.
No. Okay. If I tell you guys how much I made, you won't tell anybody?
No.
Who am I going to tell?
How much you make?
In 2 sales, okay?
Who am I going to tell?
$800.
Okay.
I think I sold it. I sold it either Monday or Tuesday, whenever it went up the last time, and then it went down. I bought more and sold it again.
I mean, we're not talking like life-changing money, but hey,
$800 in 2 days, I'll take it.
Sneeze at $800 in 2 days.
No,
I mean
the first sale was $350. The second sale was $450.
I mean, let's be real, Rob. Jeff would have to suck a lot of dicks to make $800 in 2 days.
$20 is $20.
So
I think he's up to the challenge, though.
No, you know what it is? It's the arthritis. I start getting cramps.
Oh, my God. All those balls I got to cup. Oh, my God. Well, this got wretched. I make one joke, and it goes way off the rails. Anyway.
Yeah, you need to leave the jokes to me. Those are my segments.
So what are we thinking about the Diamond Crown
back
Maximus?
I'm digging it. It's a really good cigar. Perfect burn. Everything's good on it.
I think it is paired up exquisitely with the coffee.
It really is.
I agree.
Yeah, I think the two together are a really good combination.
And that retro hail continues to have just that little hint of spice and a nice, clean finish to it.
Yep.
It's good.
Yep, it sure does.
I will say number two.
Now, I'll say I'm kind of approaching the second, third right now. I'm getting a little bit of cedar now.
Okay.
Which is really good.
Okay.
Cedar.
Well,
there we go. Well,
guess what, motherfucker?
that means it's time for 3 cigars that we smoked and enjoyed this week. So, I don't know who wants to go first, but it's that magical time. So,
let me just look back here.
I can go first since you guys are.
Yeah, why don't
you go ahead
on your Instagram?
I was going to say, why don't you? Because I'm not prepared.
Now, actually, the first one I smoked that I was pleasantly surprised about was a friend of mine. His name's Isaiah. He's in a local bourbon club, and he brought it. Says one of his favorite cigars, but the company went out of business. So I did a little deep dive research after he gave me one. It's a company called Cornelius and Anthony. It's called the Senor Cigars, I think that's what it was called.
Okay.
But it was made at the La Zona factory, Espinosa's factory. And man, it was a really good cigar. This thing had like 6-7 years of age on it. The cellophane was almost brown. It was so well aged.
Oh, I think I saw the picture you put up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really good cigar. I was really surprised as one of, obviously with that kind of age, I'll probably not smoke another one like that, but it was really, really good. Dark, full bodied, really
Very
strong,
cool.
A lot of really strong espresso notes in it. It was really good.
Very cool. Jeff, do you have one or should I go?
No, I've got one. I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to say the name wrong.
Of course you are.
Quorum.
God.
Quorum.
Well, it's a Padron, and I think it's Damaso.
What?
Damaso.
Okay.
I think that's it. I had that when we were down in Paducah over the weekend, and really, really enjoyed that Padron.
I don't remember that.
I had that at
one.
the Old Fashioned Cigar Bar.
Huh. What is it like?
Here.
Is that like the size?
I took the picture on your here. Look at it. See if you can tell.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's like a sit-up.
Not quite. Yeah, Damaso. I don't know.
I've never smoked it. I think I've seen it before, but I've never smoked it.
Yeah, I had
there
it
you go.
and really, really enjoyed it. I will say,
I mean,
though,
it's a Padron. You can't go too wrong
no,
with a Padron.
but it was a quick smoke.
Yeah.
If you remember,
You did finish it relatively quickly.
you were a third way through your cigar, and I finished that. It was a fast smoke, but it was a good cigar.
Well, you smoke too damn quick anyway. I mean, you're smoking this Maximus at a good pace. But
Why do you always judge me?
I'm not judging you.
Sounds like
I'm
you're judging
stating
me.
a fact. Typically, you smoke quickly.
Okay.
And so,
You've made your point. Move on.
Oh, okay. Well, my first one is also one that we picked up, or that I picked up while we were down in Paducah. When we went by the Tobacco Barn, they had some budget cigars.
Yeah.
And one of the value cigars is actually a labeled one from our friends over at Blackbird. It's the Nest.
Oh, yeah.
And have you had this,
Our
Rob?
man Jonas.
I have, yes.
Dude, for $2.50, that was a great cigar.
And I didn't pick one of those up. I missed that.
They had them. They had the Toros, $2.50 a piece, and so they were buy 4 get 1 free. And they had the 6x60s. I'm wanting to say for like $3 or $3.50 a piece, and it was buy 4 get 1 free. And I'll tell you what, I only bought one because I don't want to invest heavily in case it's short filler and really not that great. But this actually was a really decent cigar.
Okay,
I mean,
then.
Yeah.
you know, look, it's probably not. Well, it's not probably not. It's not up to the standards of some of the other stuff that Blackbird puts out, but
that dollar cost average.
But
man.
when you're looking at the dollar cost, I mean, at $2.50 a friggin' stick for a 6x50, dude. I mean, that was an incredible cigar.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good deal. Brock, back to you, buddy.
Real quick, Brock, you've had the Nest. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I smoked it. I think we actually smoked it when we first got samples from Blackbird. And I remember it being it burned well. It wasn't, I mean, there wasn't a ton of complexity. But
no, there's not a ton of complexity.
Out of a cheap cigar. But it was very well constructed. And again, it's kind of like the Yellow Series Tatiscan. They're using the same tobaccos they're using other cigars, so it's still going to be good. But definitely a good budget cigar from Blackbird. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's the thing. When you're looking for, I mean, again, I wanted to preface that this is not, that this is a value cigar. This is not, your normal stick. But, when you're talking a $2.50 cigar, that's a runner up right there, man. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. So anyway, Brock, you're number 2.
My number 2, I finally got to try the McFly from Oscar Ramirez. And
I'm jealous.
Really good cigar.
Huh?
I'm jealous. I want to try that.
It's good. It's good. Now I'll tell you what, the presentation on the box, you got to see it. You got to see a box in person because it's all Back to the Future, baby. It
nice.
It's so cool. It's like a 3D image on the top of the box. And it's a great presentation, but again, the cigar itself is really good as well.
Nice.
So is this blend from the past or the future?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next up,
nice.
I have an old standard.
Real quick, going back to the McFly. Mm-hmm. So what's the makeup of that? Because I know
I don't know off the top of my head.
Probably tobacco.
Shut up, Jeff. I know that the Superfly is obviously a very dark, Maduro kind of thing. Then you have the Connecticut version and everything. I didn't know if this was like more on the Connecticut side or more on the darker side, or maybe this one's kind of straddle in the middle.
Just by thinking about how it smoked and everything else, I would say it's probably more of either a natural or Habano.
Good.
It's more in the middle. It's kind of between the Connecticut and the Superfly.
That is precisely what I was hoping you would say.
I'm going to file an HR complaint against you.
Why?
You told me to shut up.
You keep talking over everybody today, and I had a question.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I had a question.
What do you mean I'm talking over everyone?
It's like,
I don't get it.
Go ahead, do your second cigar.
Mommy and Daddy, stop fighting.
I'm going to fucking cut you, Jeff. I'm going to cut you.
It's an oldie but a goodie. My father, Flor de Santiles.
Flor de las Santiles.
There you go.
Thank you.
It's your favorite cigar, and you can't pronounce it.
I know.
Save your life.
I know, but it's so good.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I picked that up. Where did I pick that up? I think... I don't remember where I got that one, but... Yeah, but I just got it. It hadn't been in the humidor long, but it's gone. I smoked it.
Okay. My second one is actually another one that I picked up at the Tobacco Barn. I picked up a JFR Corojo. I got it. They had it in the Titan size. Now, I did not do like a big 7x70 thing or something. This was a 6x60. But it was good. I mean, it was a nice, good. I'll tell you what, the JFR cigars, I really like those, and they're at a good price point. This was, I think, $6 or $6.50 for this cigar, and it was really good.
I will say the Tobacco Barn in Paducah has a really good selection of stuff that we don't find in St. Louis.
Yeah.
They have different cigars, the Caldwells and whatnot. So I really like going down there because I get to kind of mix up the humidor a little bit for myself.
There you go.
Nice. Is it me again?
Yeah, it is you again, Broccoli. It's your final. It's the final third. It's the last.
Final third of my 3.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So the last one I smoked this week that was new to me was the new Espinosa Laranja Azulejo.
I'm sorry, the what?
Yeah, the who and the what?
The Azulejo.
Okay.
Gesundheit.
It's a new release that they just had. If you remember right, the Laranja Reserva, it's the orange band. They were having a hard time getting the wrapper for that one, and they were kind of in the works on this at that time. And then this one came out. Now they do have a source for those wrapper to be able to bring that Laranja Reserva back later next year. But this is a good representation of a little bit more in the medium strength wise, where the Oscuro that they have is very full bodied. This one's going to be more medium to full, but just a really good, smooth cigar. I smoked in the Corona Gorda. Just a really, really nice cigar. Definitely one I'll be getting a box of here soon.
Nice. So, there you go. Well, Jeff, what's your final one?
My third and final is one you brought me from your trip down to Memphis.
Oh, my.
It's the Perdomo 20th anniversary. The red band. Mm-hmm. Very, very good cigar.
Connecticut.
Yep. I had that the other day when you were here. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I was nice. You know, I bought some stuff. I got some freebies, and some of them were the little 4-packs, and 4-pack of the samplers and everything. And I could have easily gotten 2 of the sun-grown, packs, so that I could have gotten myself 8 free cigars. But I said, no, Nick, no. Be a better man. Get 1 in the Connecticut for Jeff. And I did.
See, that was nice of you. I appreciate you thinking about me.
I did that.
It's funny.
Just for you.
That I think that
Teddy can back me up. He was there. He watched it.
And when I was in Kansas City, I did the same thing for you.
You did.
Aw.
You bought a whole bunch of Connecticut's.
Well, we should hug later.
Notice, Broccoli. I got him what I knew he would like. He turned around and got a bunch of Connecticut's, and is trying to make me feel all like
free cigars for you to smoke.
Warm and fuzzy about it.
Free cigars for you to smoke, buddy.
I'd say that's pretty weak.
I mean,
Hey, any free cigar is a good cigar.
There's some truth to that. So my last one is one that I think I made this I think I did this one in a prior week, and for the exact same reason. But I had a good day the other day, and welcomed back an advertiser for my newspaper. And not only welcome them back, but welcome them back strong, because they're coming back strong. And, so in light of the fact that I had such a good day with my advertising on the newspaper side, I fired up a Dias de Gloria by A.J. Fernandez.
Nice.
Nice. Dan, that's a great cigar.
Dan has been over at Riverman. He's had them for a while. He's had the Gordo in the box press. And I'm just not the box press guy. But then he got in the, not Churchills. They were short Churchills. And so not quite a Robusto, not quite I don't know. It's hard to explain. But, so I was smoking those a little bit. But then he got in the 6x58 in the round. And I've been buying the hell out of those lately over there. So, yep, I had a Dias de Gloria. To celebrate the return of some decent revenue for my newspaper.
Well, congratulations on that,
for
too.
you, brother.
Thank you. So in light of the fact that we have Broccoli on, we're not going to have a Final Third Friday segment this time.
Boom.
The whole segment's Final Third Friday segment.
Exactly.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. But coming up, we're going to have, more Final Third Friday with Broccoli on future weeks. So,
I'm going to tell you this.
Yes.
We're giving you an opportunity to bank up here, Broccoli. Don't fuck
Thank
it.
you. Thank you for that.
Don't fuck it up.
I'll try not to.
I'm going to tell you.
Felt like I have anything to do, right?
I know, right?
The first blend on the coffee. Okay. I didn't dislike it, but when I got done drinking it, I didn't crave more. I want more of this coffee. This is good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Number 2 has really settled in with me.
Okay.
Number 2 is going to be hard to beat.
I've got the last couple sips here, and I'm like, man, I'd like to have a second cup of this.
Here's what I'm going to say, is the first blend, when we got to about this point in the show, the coffee had cooled considerably.
Yeah.
And I took a drink of it.
And by cold, you mean ice cold.
Yeah. It did get cold. And I took a drink of it, and when that one got cold, I felt it got bitter.
Okay.
And so I was not a fan of that one.
I never picked up on the bitter, but
I was not a fan of that one cold.
Yeah, this one's good.
This one, I mean, it's cold, but I still keep taking sips of it, because it's still got a good flavor to it. And
two is way out in the lead at this point.
Yeah. I would
too.
I would concur. Mm-hmm.
Well, and I did calculate mine, and if you're interested in hearing my calculations, mine the first one, again, I don't think it was a bad coffee. It just was a little bit milder and didn't have as much going for it that I typically like.
Yeah,
and it was like a 20.5. This one,
out of what? What does this all add up to?
Out of 35 total.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not a terrible score, but not something I would buy a lot.
It's a passing grade.
I would drink it, but not often.
Yeah.
This one here, 28.5.
Ooh, significant increase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is in my wheelhouse.
Good deal.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this number 2.
And guys, you can follow along with all the other muggers, cuppers, whatever the hell you're choosing to call yourself. Over on the Cigar Pulpit Parishioners
I'm
page,
Team Muggers,
where everybody is supposed to be posting their coffee tasting forms so that we can kind of all get an idea of what everyone's thinking.
Exactly.
So are we going to just skip over the fact that Jeff just said that he's really into the number 2?
Well, you know what? I'm glad you picked up on it, because you guys don't understand. I hear things when I go back to edit the show, and I'm like, oh, I fucking missed that the first time around.
Do you know why?
And I totally would have joked about that at the time.
Because both of us sit here and think about what we're going to say next, not what the other one's saying. So you miss things, and then because I do that too. I'll be listening to the show after the fact. I'm like, oh, I could have jumped on that.
Yeah. Well, that's
yeah.
I mean, one of us actually has the responsibility of trying to keep this thing kind of, sort of on the tracks.
Yeah, and I do as good a job as I can of that.
Bullshit. You do what you do to derail me at all times. You have any idea? I mean, come on, dude. You and I, not too terribly long ago, we gave a shout-out to listener Scott, and who's dealing with his health issues and everything like that.
And we're praying for you, brother.
You have any idea
we really are.
You have any idea how many weeks I meant to do that before we finally did? But because...
How is any of that my fault?
You derail the hell out of me at any opportunity you can take.
Maybe if you wrote down a note... maybe an outline for the show.
Piss off. I don't want to hear that from you. You of
How
all
far are
people.
you guys away from each other right now?
We're across the glass table.
We're
on
socially
the deck.
distanced.
Man. It's going to be hard for you guys to really hug this thing out if you're that far apart.
Come here, buddy. Come here. You'll be able to tell that we're hugging because our mics will start squealing from being too close. Come here.
And
Come on.
Jeff will start screaming when I mash my cigar into his
We'll like
neck.
little piggies.
when I start mashing my cigar into his neck like a cigarette in an ashtray, that's when you'll know that I'm hugging it out with Jeff.
We always joke because, and we've even talked about it on the show. But Nick and I always joke about because we take pictures, with listeners or with people in the cigar industry, to put up on the socials and whatnot. And I was getting a picture with my friend Dave when I was out at Wichita. His wife, Katura, was taking a picture of us. And I squirrel tapped him in the picture.
You're such a dick.
All you see is me grinning with my thumb up and him like bent over about a third of the way.
Were you trying to pull an Urban Meyer on her?
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's like, will you two just stand still for a picture? And he finally leaned in and I just dropped him.
Oh, my God.
No wonder he always sounds stressed whenever I talk to him. Anytime I talk to Dave, which Dave's been on the show before a couple times now,
yes.
And anytime I talk to Dave, it's always in a three-way call with you, and the guy always sounds so stressed.
But that's Dave.
I mean,
Dave is wound tight.
He's gonna burst one day,
know.
dude.
I'm always telling him, dude, you're gonna have a stroke, man.
There's
Calm
gonna
down.
be one day that something in his head's gonna blow, and his eye's gonna bug out, and he's gonna start drooling on himself, and that's the end of it.
I hope not. I like Dave.
He seems like a nice enough guy. I'm just saying,
he really is.
He really needs to calm the F down.
Oh. I'll tell you what. Yeah, the thing is, like when I go on vacation, and you've gone on vacation with me, do I like to plan things or just kind of take it as it comes and just relax and enjoy?
You take it as it comes, but then you also find any possible way to just dick with you. In my case, me. In Dave's case, probably him. I mean, you take great pleasure in just disrupting anything.
You know, there's a lot of truth to that.
Keep that in mind, Broccoli.
Yeah.
Just
a lot of
stick
truth
that
to
in the
that.
back of your mind, buddy.
Yeah.
So
something else I was going to tell you guys. I don't
tickled
remember if
myself.
I've actually talked to you much since then, but Husto and Trey Mac stopped by the lounge.
They told us,
a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it was right before they came over to see you guys.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to meet Husto the first time he came into town. We were out on vacation, but this time got to meet him. And man, what a solid guy he is.
Amen.
He is such a great guy.
Yep.
Trey Mac's awesome. I mean, I've seen him several times. It was really cool to finally meet Husto.
Trey is a
and
character.
get to know him.
Oh my God. I totally missed what Broccoli just said. Can you repeat that again, Broccoli? Because all I could hear in my headset was Trey is a character, and I totally missed what Broccoli just said there.
No, I was just saying that Trey Mac's an awesome dude, and I've got to meet him several times, and hang out with him. But this is the first time I got to meet Husto, and Husto is just a really solid dude, and he's just a great guy. So much knowledge in the industry, and it was just really fun to just kind of pick his brain for a couple of hours and talk with him and really get to know him. So
we had an over-under bet going on how long after he met us he'd pull the sponsorship of the show. And to his credit, he dove right in, man. He
did.
Yeah.
And he actually even, I kind of got as much of a commitment as I could that he was going to continue the sponsorship next year. And I'll say, I at least got the fourth quarter payment from JRE for that. So, hey, thanks, JRE. And thanks, Vivian. I appreciate it.
And them sponsoring the studio has been super nice of them. We really do encourage you guys, go out and grab some Aladinos and Tatiscans and just on down the line. The JRE tobacco is just awesome.
You know which one? The Rancho Luna doesn't get nearly as much attention as it should. And, it's a good, affordable price stick that really should, get more attention in their portfolio there.
Yep. But it's hard not to get shadowed or overshadowed by some of those Aladino products because that Cameroon, I have a hard time beating that Cameroon. I like the Connecticut and, everything else they make. I like the Tatiscan series. But, man, I just keep coming back to that Cameroon. I love that Cameroon tobacco. I love the spice on it.
Yep.
Same here. I love it. And that's one thing. We'll have all the Aladinos in the lounge because I'm looking forward to partnering with them on that because, again, their cigars are unique. That Corojo is the best Corojo, I still say, in the industry. And their cigars are so wide range on all they have, but they all have that little bit of Corojo in them. I love everything they're doing right now.
Oh, yeah. And I was preaching them up on our trip to Paducah. Nick can back me up on that. He heard it. I think Broccoli just got ran over by a truck.
I'm pretty sure a truck just hit Broccoli.
Yeah. A trash truck just drove by.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, my God. I think Broccoli just got
just went through the backyard, apparently. Drove right into the cigar garden.
Well, see, now, okay, we're talking about the cigar garden for a moment. I have put up the ice tent of love, and
he's trying to get me to record in it with him, Broccoli, and I don't want to sit on his lap. And he does it. The fact that I have to tell him that repeatedly really bothers me.
There is tons of space in there.
It's a tiny
There's plenty
tent.
of room for you two in that tent, man.
Have
Seriously.
you seen the two of us?
Yes.
Yes,
There's plenty of room in there.
He couldn't even stand up in it the first day he put it together.
Because I had too much furniture in there, but I cleared it out. Now I just have the chair.
He's got a fully furnished tent.
No, I had I had a larger chair, and then I also had the card table. I've since taken the card table out and replaced it with the little silver end table thing that I've got, little pop-up end table. And, dude, there's so much space. And we could easily take that director's chair that I had that I got from you that was in your ex-wife's trunk, and we could pop that thing in there. You and I would never touch each other.
I hope not.
Which is exactly how I want it.
Yeah, what? Wow.
Well, you're the one thinking we're going to be sitting in each other's lap. We're not. I'm telling you,
it's awful close
we will
quarters.
never ever.
And you don't have the fan set up yet either. And two of us in there smoking will asphyxiate us.
Admittedly, yes, I do not have my fan set up yet, so that is probably a good. I do need to get that fixed, but otherwise, once that's done, dude, it's a no-brainer.
I want to point out.
I will say that little fan is a game changer too.
Oh, it is.
Earlier, I want to get a second one, Broccoli, because I got the one computer fan for the one vent to draw the smoke out. I want to get a second one that I aim inside to draw air from outside in and create the cross breeze across the tent. You know what I mean? That way I'm creating that ventilation system as best I can.
Well, didn't Gervais do that on his?
I don't know if he did or not.
I was thinking he was the one that said he did that, and it made it 100% better.
It might have, yeah. I don't know, but it does need to happen. I need to track mine down. I have it in a box somewhere, and I'm just not quite entirely sure where it is. But
so I want to.
I'm holding out on mine because I'm really hoping I get the ventilation done in the building where I can just be smoking in there and not have to worry about
that makes sense.
Absolutely.
When you have your own private lounge, why the hell do you need a tent? You know.
Exactly.
Now I want to point out, Kristen was nice enough and went in Waterloo and bought me a Bean Tree coffee this morning. Mm-hmm. And I love Bean Tree's coffee. But I just got done with my Fahking Good sample.
Uh-huh.
And I was finishing my store-bought or coffee from the from Bean Tree. The cafe coffee.
Yeah.
The sample, number 2, is better than the coffee that we purchased today.
Mm.
And I just had them back to back.
Well, then you know what you need to do. Once the pulpit blend is figured out, sample number 2 becomes the pulpit blend of the Fahking Good coffee.
I need to give them samples.
You need to go up to Bean Tree and you need to be like, hey, you guys need to replace your swill with this because...
Well, it's not swill. Hold on. Back the truck up because I know Lisa and Jay that own the place and they're dear friends.
I mean, it's obviously swill. You said you like the Fahking Good
it's
over that. You know,
swill, but as good as their coffee is, sample 2 was better.
I mean, Broccoli, I'm hearing swill and good.
That's not what I said.
Well,
I like Bean Tree.
It is what it is.
I like Bean Tree. They're nice people.
Is that the one place that I finally managed to get to? No, that wasn't the... Is that the place where I finally got you to have to buy something when you were going through the drive-thru?
What are you talking about? Yes.
Okay.
You ordered a Dr. Pepper, I think.
A Dr. Pepper and a blueberry muffin.
And they gave it, they put it on my bill.
They did. I love that so much. So we've talked about this before on the show, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Where, like, what we'll do is we'll go through, if one of us is going through the drive-thru and we're on the phone with the other, we will start screaming out an order over the phone so that the person on the drive-thru hears that and adds it to the order. Now, I'm smart enough that I turn I have my phone through the Bluetooth in the car. I will turn the volume down on my car so that Jeff can be screaming an order all he wants. He's not, I mean, they're not going to hear anything from me. But in this one instance, Jeff did not turn down the radio.
Speaker on.
And I belted out that I wanted a Dr. Pepper and a blueberry muffin. And they actually added it to your order.
And she even knew it was a joke and still hosed me.
And made you buy it and get it. And it was great.
And then I gave it to Kristen. And she was so happy. She was, oh, thank you for the Dr. Pepper. And I'm like, yeah, thank Nick.
I was so happy. Because, like, in all the times that we've done that to one another, that was the one and only time that it actually worked out that one of us got
Brock,
hosed.
The funniest thing about it is, I'll do this, to anybody. If any of my friends are going, if they say, hey, hold on, and I hear them ordering, I'll just start screaming an order. And the first time, now after you get used to it, it's not as big a deal. But the first couple of times, it'll rattle you. And, like, you'll forget what you're doing. And you've got to sit and think about your order again.
Are you there, Broccoli?
We lost Brock.
Nope, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. So it'll rattle. It'll just rattle people. What? Yeah.
Nice.
Broccoli just pooped live on the air.
I didn't think you wanted to hear the stream.
No, I'm glad that we missed that.
It was a stream of poo?
He peed. Jeff.
Oh.
No, Jeff, I'm not at your house, buddy.
He took a whiz.
Because I've had poos like that. Let's be honest.
I like to no matter what restaurant they're at, I like to always order like chimichangas or something really random like that. You know,
I'm always ordering scones.
Yeah,
no matter where you are.
I did that to one of my writers, Martha. She was at the bank, and I could tell that she was at the bank, and I just start belting out like, "Can I get 4 chimichangas and a Dr. Pepper, please?" And and she's just like, "I'm at the bank," and I'm like, "This is funny."
Did you say Pan?
No, it was Martha.
Oh, Martha. Okay,
shut up. Anyway.
I thought he was talking about his friend Pan.
Before we go too far off the rails here, what are you guys getting in that final third of the cigar?
Dude, I'm down to the nub on this thing.
I'm not. I'm smoking much slower.
Look at that. You're a good inch and a half behind me.
I'm just barely approaching the final third. I'm actually still in the
I'm going to do a retro.
Third.
I'm just into the final third, and it's definitely staying similar with a lot of the same notes, the cedar coffee and cocoa.
Oh, God. Do the retro. Ooh, that hangs on.
I don't know. Retro's still good to me.
Did you just do one?
Yeah, I just did one.
Ooh, yeah, it's hanging in the nostrils.
No,
it's a burn.
That black and red peppers in there pretty good now.
Yeah,
there's a little pepper. It's still kind of finishing clean. Like I said, I'm still in the second third. I'm smoking a lot slower.
You're barely halfway on the cigar.
Well, once again, Jeff, you smoke really fast.
Well, pardon me.
Hey, so I will say
on
this one, this is probably maybe this on the ones that's come out of the My Monthly Cigar boxes. This may be only second to the Sin Compromiso from Dunbarton Tobacco.
Really?
This has been a great cigar.
Well, good.
See, I think it's up there with the Ave Maria. Do you guys hear that?
Hear what?
What are you guys talking about?
I don't know. He's doing that bullshit again.
Yeah.
There's no way you don't hear that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway.
All I heard was you say Ave Maria. That's all I heard.
There it is again.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I don't either.
Really?
No.
How are you? I'm watching you. How are you even doing that?
I'm not doing anything. That's what I'm telling you. This is an ongoing thing, Jeff. You know, at some point you need to see a doctor about it. Okay? At some point you just need to go and see a specialist because
I want to go in and tell them I'm hearing voices.
You're hearing shit. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it's not something.
I'm this far away from being committed the way it is. I don't need to just push that along.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did just think of something though. If you got all extra Doge money now and there, I mean, you guys could probably afford to get some Dirt Dash in there this evening.
You know, it's a nice. It's shaping up to be a chilly, cold, kind of wet night. Dirt Dash would be a really good way of getting some dinner.
Heck yeah.
Anyway, what is My Monthly Cigars?
Well, evidently we don't want to talk about Dirt Dash when it has to get there hot and ready. So she'll absolutely, positively love you.
My Monthly Cigars is a premium subscription service.
Keep going.
Come in various size packages.
Yeah?
We get the El Presidente.
Packages.
I do like packages.
I know you do.
Wait. I meant boxes. That's what I meant. I mean packages.
Yeah, but we all heard you say what you said.
You son of a bitch. Just keep going with the goddamn.
I knew it.
Shut up. Anyway.
I knew it. Anyway.
Boxes.
So we get the El Presidente, and it is delightful. We get 8 cigars, 2 of each, 4 cigars in total, 2 of each.
What?
We each get 4 cigars, but we each get one. So
You're
there's
fucking
4.
This all to hell.
There's 4 for each. There's 8 cigars.
There are 8 cigars. And then there's the Robusto box, which has 4 cigars.
Yeah, but we get the 8.
Yes.
4 of each.
Which is 2 of everything that's in the Robusto box.
Yeah, 2 sets.
Exactly.
For both of us.
God, you're just fucking this all to hell.
Gosh. Where's Pinky when we need her?
Oh. No, I think it's fun to make Jeff do this one.
Hey, they're covered by the MSRP guarantee.
What's that mean?
It means that everything in the box
stretching
will either meet or exceed. No, not exceed. Less than. Greater, not greater than. Less than the price of the box.
No,
So you're getting a
it's
deal.
going to meet or exceed the price of the box.
Yeah.
Exactly. Jeff. Weak ejaculation. Anyway.
Fuck all you motherfuckers. Anyway, so yeah, mymonthlycigars.com.
Offer code Pulpit.
Pulpit.
God, 20% off the first order.
And don't forget
on the
about
online store.
Don't forget about fucking good coffee.
Or free shipping on the first box. And yeah, you get the fucking good coffee and all that and whatnot. God damn it.
This cigar comes to us from mymonthlycigars.com.
You just shitting all over the sponsor. Just like, hey, sponsor, we're loving the freaking cigars. Hey, all over you. God.
I think Gervais is into that.
Say no wonder.
I don't know about that.
Ship and went with the Cigar Authority.
Do what now?
The what?
So no wonder Gervais went ahead and jumped ship and went on to.
I know, right?
Guys.
Right.
You're driving our sponsors away, Jeff.
I've got to deal with Dave.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Garofalo and I have a side deal going.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Speaking of side deals, how's things going with you, Nick?
I'm all right, buddy. I'm doing all right. Very nearly FaceTimed you briefly last night, but
Oh my!
Talk about that a little bit.
Figured that probably wasn't an appropriate thing to do.
Why were you going to FaceTime?
It was just a suggestion. I chose to not accept that suggestion, but
who,
anyway,
who made the suggestion?
Who suggested that?
Doesn't matter. Just a friend of mine. So we'll move on.
Okay then.
Well, I just happened to remember that I had to text Broccoli what time we were recording, which we totally missed. And then
he knows us. I mean,
yeah,
sadly,
that's true. But then
I don't know what that says though, man. You I'm not going to say exactly what was going on. I think everyone can figure that out.
I mean, it was just suggested.
In the middle of that, you had to realize, oh, I got to text Broccoli.
Well, it was a lull period. And anyway, the point is,
where were you?
I was just hanging out. I was just having a good time with a friend.
Oh, you were at the lounge.
I was lounging.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just hanging out.
How was your phone reception?
Poor. Very poor.
I think we talked about that on the last show.
Let's move on.
Did you hear that, Brock? I don't know if you've listened to the last show.
God damn it.
Nick's mom declared him dead the other night.
I heard that, man. That's kind of sad, man.
It was a thing.
It really was a thing. And I feel so bad, and I really don't want to dwell on it, because I can tell she actually feels really bad about how that went down.
It was the sweetest thing.
It really was nice, but at the same time, I think she was genuinely worried.
Yes.
Yes. Very much so.
She was.
Yes.
Well, did she listen to the show?
No.
Thank God.
Thank God. At least I don't think so.
If she does, she would definitely be worried.
Well, that's true.
Oh, she's going to rip you too, since we've referenced it twice now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, gosh.
I do that to him all the time, though, Brock. I think I've done it to even with you, where if I can't get a hold of him, like for 10 minutes, I'll just declare him dead and tell all our friends.
Yeah, he just starts texting everybody that I'm dead. And one time he did it, and dude, I don't remember what it was. I was so pissed at him, and I can't remember.
So mad.
I was so mad at him from the day before, and I do not remember what it was, but I was so angry at him, right? And so then the next day comes along, and it's a Saturday, and I've got a busy Saturday morning. I've got all kinds of shit to do, and he knew that I had all kinds of shit to do.
I did.
Well, he tried calling me. Well, I was literally in the middle of some pretty significant work at that point, and I didn't pick up. So what does he do? He starts declaring me dead. And he not only declares me dead to one person, he goes around and tells freaking everybody. So now my phone is blowing up from people calling me to find out if I'm okay. And at this point, when I finally get to my phone 4 hours later, it's lit up like a Christmas tree again with all these people wanting to know if I'm okay. And I'm like, I'm just fine. I just was busy doing this. And they're like, oh, well, Jeff's declaring you dead. And I'm like, God damn it. And you knew exactly what I was doing.
I know.
See, that's the thing, dude.
See, I'm just trying to figure out all these people that you text, why they even listen to anything you say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll give you that. all day.
That's the problem. There's going to come a day that I legitimately need him to reach out to somebody for help.
Yeah.
And he's going to be reaching out and everything, and I'm just not going to believe any of it, and nobody else is going to believe any of it, because he's been the boy who cried wolf 8,000 times, and I'm going to be like dead in a ditch somewhere because I was relying on Jeff to get me help, and everyone's going to be like, no, I don't believe it.
Let's be real. Are you really going to get a hold of Jeff first to find help for you?
Nah, it's very valid. He's probably low on the list.
He knows that I'm the one that'll bail him out. What are you talking about?
No. You don't have any money.
I got Doge money.
Yeah, it's all up in your fucking Dogecoin. You got to cash in crypto.
We'll have to see if the sheriff's department will take crypto.
You got to wait 48 hours for freaking crypto to like cash out and everything from your Robinhood app in order to bail me out. Meanwhile, at that point, I become Bubba's plaything. It's like,
you sure do have a pretty mouth.
I was gonna say. Going back to a couple episodes back, referencing a pink sock, it's like, oh my God.
Oh, prolapse.
Dear God. Really? You had to go right there, didn't you? You had to take it right there.
Anybody that doesn't know, just look it up on Urban Dictionary.
Dear God.
So, okay, I saw the greatest thing the other day, and I don't give credit to social media very much because it's destroying our society. Mm-hmm. But this was the greatest idea ever. And I think I screenshot it. I don't remember who posted it, but it was a thing about if you get into like a car wreck or you get stranded in your car, or whatever, you have a wreck, you slide off in the ice, whatever it is. Okay.
Okay.
Instead of trying to call out and not being able to get a hold of someone, get into your phone immediately while your phone is still working and has a battery and charged. Get into your phone and change your outgoing message to say where you are, approximately where you are, what's happened, your car's wrecked, you're off in the ditch, you're off in the woods, whatever, you're lost. Change your message to that. Because if your phone dies and people try to call you and, hey, where's Nick?
Yeah.
Then they hear
seeing a lot of
where
articles
you are.
about that, and some of them are saying that's a good idea, and some of them are saying it's not a good idea.
How could it be a bad idea?
Because it takes significantly more battery to do all that than just blasting out a bunch of text messages.
But if you can't get a hold of anyone, change your message, and that way when they try to call you.
But is your message going to update if they call you and you don't have a signal?
That's just it. If you update your message, it'd just be if your phone goes off, like if your battery dies and somebody calls it, they're going to get your, hey, Nick's not here right now, but I'm actually off in a ditch, blah, blah, blah. I'm on this highway, whatever. And that way people will know how to find you, even if your phone dies.
You get what I'm saying. Don't you have to connect to some sort of server or something? I mean, is that like saved on your phone? I don't know.
Yeah, it's saved on your phone.
I don't know. Well, okay. I don't know.
Well, because think about it. If you turn your phone off right now and I call you, I'm going to get your I'm not here message.
Yes.
So someone would get that.
But see, here's the problem with that, Jeff, and let me explain the whole problem about what you're suggesting.
Okay.
Everybody knows that you have a voicemail set up, and everybody knows that your voicemail's full, and you never clear it out. So you know what happens as soon as I get your voicemail? I turn it off immediately.
But what if I'm in a ditch?
Well, that's your own goddamn fault for not having an empty voicemail for me to leave a message, now isn't it?
But I don't want you to leave a message. I want you to come get me.
I understand that. But I don't
because I don't know if you get that.
But I don't even listen to your message because I know I can't leave a message.
Well, hopefully someone that cares about me would listen.
Everybody that knows you knows your voicemail's full.
I'm screwed.
Kristen's right here.
It is.
Kristen, do you even bother listening to his outgoing message? No, because everybody knows that your voicemail is full.
Well,
in your
hey,
case,
Nick, wait a minute, though.
You're screwed.
You might want to ask Kristen if he actually opens his mouth and starts speaking. Is she listening to that either?
That's a valid point.
You've met her. You know better.
Either. That's a valid point.
You know that's the case.
So it's a valid point. I am in the final third of the Diamond Crown Maximus now.
I'm done. I cashed out.
Okay. Well, good for you.
Good cigar though.
I'm glad.
And like I said, it paired up with that second round of the Fahking Good Coffee samples very, very well.
Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
Oh, there's the retro hail.
There is more spice on the retro
black
hail
and red pepper
of of the Maximus. The final third of it has it's got a little bit more. Not a little bit more. It's got more pepper to the retro.
Yeah, it went up a notch,
and it does linger
it
a little
definitely
bit
kicks
more
up.
and it does linger a little bit more in the sinuses.
Yeah, it hung on.
It's good though. It's a nice. I mean, it's a good cigar. What is the MSRP on this thing? This is $15. I mean, you know what? For $15, I would smoke this again all day.
Oh yeah,
this is a
good
cigar. Good cigar.
Well, good
Digging
stuff.
it.
So, how do folks get a hold of us on the socials as we wrap up here?
We're on Instagram at the Cigar Pulpit as well as at Naked Gator, NEKKID Gator.
That's my page.
Is it though? Have you fixed that yet?
It's still my page. I just can't post pictures.
I mean, all you got to do is just go in there.
I know, and I'm afraid I'm going to lose it all.
All you got to do is just reset your password, and then, because you can do everything except post, right?
Yes.
So just go in there, change your password, and then delete the app, reinstall the app, log in, and you're set.
Okay. As long as I don't lose everything.
You'll be fine.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
work.
but when you reset your password, don't you have to know your password to reset it, though?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is.
Well, there should be a forgot your password option.
I'm going to have to try that.
I mean,
because I haven't posted a picture in 2 months.
At some point, Jeff, you need to fix that.
Yeah, I do.
Because
I have all kinds of good cigar pictures.
Well, and I
still take them. I just haven't posted them.
And I send you messages through that.
But I get those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I get all of that.
So
I
you
just
don't
ignore
all my messages.
Yeah, pretty much.
God damn it! I send good quality stuff. I send janky jokes. I send all kinds of fun stuff.
He sends videos and just any kind of plaything that he can find. It's just, we're like two kids.
It's fun. I'm sending you fun stuff to watch, you son of a bitch.
They're
he
mainly
berated me with a bunch of those the other day.
He's a big Fail Army fan.
I actually blew up Broccoli Rob at dude, that had to have been 1 a.m. your time.
Yeah, it was.
And I blew him up with all kinds of funny videos. Now, dude, come on. Some of those videos are pretty good.
Oh, they were funny. Yeah.
See,
I mean, sitting down here, and I wasn't in bed yet, but I was sitting down here.
I knew you were up. You're a night owl like us. You're a night owl like us. I knew you were still up.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like you got
I think Jeff needs to just come up with a new Instagram account. Just have it be UHUHUHUH Jeff.
Oh, Jeff.
Wow. So glad you guys found a new bit.
Hey, Nick, you might want to play that again. That was actually gold.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and play that right now.
Thanks.
You should.
You were really good at ring toss. I had so much fun.
I cannot take this. I cannot take how boring you have become. How are you supposed to be a strong, thrilling, powerful warrior and lover with a name like Jeff? It is like a weak ejaculation. Jeff.
Okay, all right. You know.
Anyway.
Again, that's why they scream Gator, baby.
We're also on Facebook with the Cigar Pulpit Parishioners group, where I'm going to go ahead and post the video of the clip from
Son of a bitch.
What We Do in the Shadows, and Twitter, YouTube, and then obviously, guys, we need your calls for Ask the Boys. I don't think we have any racked up for next Tuesday, so give us a call, area code 863-874-0000. I almost gave my cell phone number out. It's like, wait a minute. Wrong number.
Abort.
These weirdos are going to start calling. No. Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And then, Broccoli, you're all over the place.
Yeah, easiest place to find me is on Instagram at Final Third Cigar. I'm posting updates as much as I can. Here before long, I'll be doing a before and during video of what's going on there, and then just continue as we keep getting more things done, posting about that too. So now it's all been a lot of paperwork and stuff that's really nothing to post, but we'll be getting that going soon.
You got yourself a nice fancy new logo.
I did. I finally got that thing updated. So
snazzy.
That's going to be part of the
I haven't seen
lounge.
It has kind of well, you haven't paid attention. It has kind of a very Cheers vibe to it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's got that old vintage look to it a little bit.
Yeah, I like it.
Hold on.
It's snazzy.
To the Googles.
To the Googles.
Well, it's going to definitely be on my Instagram.
It's the little watermark on his pictures.
Final Third Cigar.
Sorry, I'm just enjoying the last little third of this Maximus here.
Ooh, I love it. That's really cool.
I kind of sketched it up and took it to my local guy here. He's a graphic artist, and he went to town on it, and it turned out pretty good.
Did a heck of a job. That's nice.
Yeah, he did a good job on it.
You should have an alternative version for when you shave the beard, so you could just change it back and forth.
Dude, I've only shaved my beard, I think, twice since I was 16.
I was going to say,
it's going to happen often.
I'm trying to think. The last time I was fully clean shaven would have been 2005.
I did it about 6 months ago, and Nick told me that it made me look fat, so I grew it right back out.
It made you look so fat, dude.
God.
I mean, granted,
now that had absolutely nothing to do with your ass. I mean, it's all about your beard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot going on there. But
did Broccoli just say he's checking out my ass?
But that did not help. But I'll say, the beard you currently have going on, you look like a homeless Santa Claus, though.
Yes, I do.
So, like, there's a fine line of where you're okay.
I got a sweet spot.
It's very tiny.
It really is.
But that's what Jeff's usually going for, isn't it?
What?
Homeless Santa.
Well, and he's sitting here rocking the drug rack. Do you have pants on? I don't want to look.
I have shorts.
Okay. Yeah, he's got the drug
I got my champion shorts on.
And his Cabela's hat. So, yeah, he definitely has the homeless chic thing going on right now.
Oh, nice. I could be living on the street in Denver right now. I'll tell you what, Rob, I know I've talked about this. I've never seen homeless people like I saw in Denver, Colorado. It was tent cities, man. The parks were tent cities.
I mean, Jeff,
and they said it's only happened in the last 6 months.
There are homeless people all over the place, dude.
No, not like this. I can't even explain it. I'm used to St. Louis, where you will see some of that, but not like I've never seen anything. I've seen
especially
pictures.
Now that the Larry Rice Center's no longer there.
It's true. He's trying to reopen though.
Is he?
Yeah, I heard that. What was it? Was he on KMOX?
Such a weird dude.
He was either on KMOX or on 97.1, the talk station here in St. Louis.
Such a weird dude.
But you know what? Here's the thing. He's doing a mission now. Do I always?
But he's a weird dude.
I'm going to sound judgy here for a second. I'm not always sure he's doing it 100% for the right reasons, but he's doing a good thing.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. He can find a way to where everybody benefits, if you know what I mean.
I have no problem with Larry Rice, but I know that, okay. Mm-hmm. I'll just leave it at that. But there is a community there that he is serving.
I never understood. I was a little kid, and he had the TV channel, right? And I would watch Inspector Gadget on his TV channel.
Yeah.
And they had the commercial where the two kids are sitting in front of the TV, and they're like spaced out watching the TV, and the mom comes in and they're like, "Hey kids, blah, blah, blah is here." And they're like, And then the guy comes in with the garbage can, and he opens up the TV.
And pours it in the TV.
And pours the garbage into the TV and shuts it. And they're like, "Say thanks, kids." And then he's like, and all that. I never understood that commercial as a kid. I was like, why did he pour the garbage in the TV? I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Because the TV's full of garbage.
And now I understand. As an adult, I was like, oh, that was commentary saying that everything on TV is garbage. And I'm just like, okay, now I get it. But like, as a kid, that made no sense to me.
If you remember when we were kids, okay,
I just wanted my Inspector Gadget.
The 7 o'clock hour was reserved for more family type programming.
Typically.
8 o'clock, you'd get into the more adult comedies, and then 9 o'clock would traditionally be the dramas. You know, the ER or the CSI or whatever would come on at 9 o'clock.
NYPD Blue. With
exactly.
Dennis Franz's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to Carbondale, by the way.
I know.
And so the problem there is those shows that were on in the 8 o'clock hour that are a little more suggestive, a little more adult.
One show? Something Beach.
China Beach.
Yeah,
I love China Beach. So anyway,
oh my god,
flashbacks to
Nam. Oh my god, China Beach.
Yeah. So those shows that were traditionally on
USA.
Okay, that's on one of the streaming channels. You can go watch the whole series.
I don't want to watch the whole series.
Well, when I was a kid, though, that was the closest thing to porn I could get at the farm on my 3 channels.
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh, this is racy. Well, it's nothing now.
Yeah,
but
no,
back, when I was like 13, it was racy. So anyway, that being said, those shows that are on at 8 o'clock that are more in your face, more adult, are the shows that they play now during the day on regular TV and reruns.
True.
So all the kids are getting to see them, even though they were technically the more adult comedies.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, I would go along with it. The older I get, the less tolerant I am of that stuff.
Okay.
I might like it, but I don't want my 11-year-old watching it.
Well, no, and it's funny because I was just talking to I was talking to Pinky earlier today, and I was talking about what we do in the shadows. And
wait, you and Pinky do?
No.
The show. Okay.
Show, what we do
because I thought that's not okay.
No,
that's not cool.
So I was talking to Pinky about the show, and she made some comment about, we'll have to check it out, maybe this weekend or something like that. And I made a comment to her. I was like, maybe just watch it if your son is around, because her son is 10, and everything. And Broccoli's leaving us.
Apparently, might want to put your seatbelt on.
I'm going to talk to you in the car on the way.
He's got somewhere to go. But anyway, anyway, so it's one of those things. I was kind of like, hey, maybe watch it if your son's around, and I'm like, or whatever, because look. It's a comedy, but it has some racy bits to it. And like one of the episodes is all about the party planning that goes in before a vampire orgy. Now you don't necessarily see a vampire orgy, but but it's one of those things
but it still leads to questions for the young ones.
Yeah, like, hey, what's an orgy? And
which I don't want to answer that. So yeah. It's one thing you and I farting around on here talking about dumb shit, but I don't want to talk to my 11-year-old about it if I don't have to.
True. Well, I have tapped out on the Diamond Crown Maximus, and I am out of Fahking Good Coffee. And Broccoli is
listening to his radio.
I was going to say, I don't.
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, he got onto the Bluetooth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the end of the show.
Probably doesn't sound quite as good, does it? Or maybe it does. Who knows?
Sounds like you're screaming at us from like a cave.
I was going to say.
Oh, sorry.
No,
sorry.
That's what it is. Audio quality's going to shit on Broccoli's end, so whatever. Well, hey, this does sound like a good place to go ahead and call it quits. Broccoli, thank you so much for taking time out, man.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. It was a lot of fun.
You rock, brother. I can't wait for the lounge to open.
It's got to get here soon, doesn't it?
Where are you going, Broccoli?
Where am I going now?
Yeah, where are you going?
I'm heading over to a local cigar shop. Let me make sure I don't get hit by a car real quick here.
Yeah, don't do that. We don't want to have dust on the show.
Yeah, no, I'm heading over to a local cigar shop. There's a buddy of mine, Tyler Jones. He's the Espinosa rep over this way, and he's going to be having an event over there, so I told him I'd swing by and see him.
There you go. Well, he's ditching us for a cigar event, so I guess.
Well, you have fun, man.
I didn't ditch you. I've got like a half-hour drive, so it's all good.
Yeah, but you and your potato you're talking into aren't quite cutting it.
You want me to pick up? I pick up here. Hold on.
No. We'll settle up here. So, oh man, hey, it was good talking to you, brother. What?
Is that better now?
Oh, that is a lot better.
It is a lot better.
Okay.
Anyway, so.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. So, well, hey, it has been a good time talking to you, man. We really appreciate you taking time out.
Absolutely, man. You guys have a great night.
Thanks.
See you, brother.
Well, this has been another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit. I'm Nick.
I'm Gator.
I'm Rob.
Everybody stay safe and stay smoky. What do we want to do as an Easter egg? We got to figure something out.
Well, we don't have to do one.
That one dude wants it. I don't know.
I got nothing, man.
Come on, something.
I got nothing.
There's got to be something. Come on. Eric wants an Easter egg. We got to give him an Easter egg.